Hello and welcome, guys. Before we start the video, I just want to start off by saying Merry Christmas to all. I know it's been a very long time. I've just been busy with work, so I never really had a chance to get any videos done, but you know, better late than never, right? So, for today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Turles from the Dragon Ball Z movie, The Tree of Might. Now, just a little backstory on this guy before we actually get into him. I actually missed out originally on the pre-order from Premium Bandai USA, so I was never really able to get my hands on this guy until recently. And so I've just been checking, you know, like Amazon Japan, Facebook Marketplace, and all that stuff, and I was actually able to find someone that was selling this figure brand new on Facebook Marketplace for only $135. So I was mentioning this to one of my buddies from work. He's a great buddy of mine. I love this guy, Felix. Shout out to you. But and he actually told me that he saw somewhere online that they were going to reissue this guy. So I was like, okay, sure, I'll just keep waiting. But little did I know, he actually ended up getting this guy for me. When he gave this to me wrapped up during Christmas time, I was like, I think I have a feeling I know what this thing is. And of course, here we are. Here is Turles. So there you go, story out of the way. Let's take a quick look at this box here. We do see Turles here with his cape holding the fruit from the Tree of Might. Some of you may know Turles is almost an exact copy of Goku. He looks pretty much the same, very similar hairstyle here. He does have a scouter. Here we have the Japanese name Tulece, Turles, same thing. We do see it is a Premium Bandai. At the top here, we do see his face there on the side holding the fruit, shooting his attack. I'm not sure the exact name of that. On the other side, we do see Turles on the bottom shooting that same attack. And on the back here, you get your pretty typical product shots of SH Figuarts Dragon Ball. So yeah, without further ado, let's crack this guy open and see what he has to offer. And here we have Turles out of the packaging. Taking a look at this figure, we do see he is a very chunky, very beefy figure. Definitely more muscular and just more brawny looking than Goku actually is. But if we actually take a look at this face, we do see there's a very strong resemblance to Goku here. He does have just one extra spike on this hair here compared to Goku, which we'll take a look at later on during comparisons. But he does come with this big kind of a rubbery cape, which is a little different than Piccolo's. Piccolo's actually has a hinge, but this, however, is just one big piece, but it doesn't really matter that much. This is just for kind of a pose. Of course, it doesn't actually move with the figure like Piccolo's cape does. If you do want to pose him, we do have to take this off, which I'll show you how to do that in a second. But we do see very, very nice muscle sculpting. He is a darker shade compared to Goku. Something I did notice is that the knees don't actually match the thighs and the calves, which is a little unfortunate, but again, just a minor nitpick, nothing serious there. You see nicely painted boots, and we do have the arm guards here as well. These are all made of a soft rubbery plastic, so we can kind of flex them a little bit when you pose. And we do see the shoulder pads here. And like I showed you on the back, nothing much. To see the rest of this figure, all you're gonna do is just pop the head off. Comes off quite easily. And then we're just going to kind of lift this out of the neck piece and then just kind of take the whole thing off. There you go. Here's the cape part. I'll move that off to the side. And here, of course, is just the rest of this figure. This side completely the same as the other. And on the back here, we do get a better look at his tail and some more detailing on the back armor. So yeah, there is that. I'm gonna pop the head back on. In terms of articulation, we did see the neck and the head are on double ball joints, one at the top, one at the bottom, so lots of neck articulation, very nice. These shoulder pads are on, we do see it's a swivel hinge in the back, so it does kind of swivel and hinge both into the shoulder pad and into the body armor as well. They do come off quite easily for posing, and again, if you just want him without his shoulder armor, he can look like that as well. Very easy to get them out of the way. Just going to push them up a little bit. We do have a nice butterfly joint, very nice hinge that goes up to past 90. We do have a ball joint that goes all the way around into the shoulder, a biceps rotation, double bend at the elbow, and a ball hinge at the wrist. Moving the shoulders out of the way, we do have a ball joint in the diaphragm, very, very nice. Ab crunch that forward, and extension all the way that much. We do have a ball joint in the waist as well. These hip skirt pieces are attached to the waist armor, so they do come and move up and down just like that on hinges. This tail is actually not on any hinge, it's just kind of floating there, so it does kind of move a little bit for poses, but again, you're not really going to take this guy off. He doesn't come with any extra tail accessories. Getting these skirts out of the way, we do kick forward about that much, backwards out to about there. He can do the splits very smoothly, very nice, and has a thigh rotation there, double bend at the knee, and a swivel into the leg and a swivel into the foot, as well as a hinge in the middle and a toe hinge that gets you to about there. So pretty standard SH Figuarts articulation there. All right, have him stand up there. Let's take a look at some of the accessories. As we saw earlier, we can count this as an accessory, just a big rubber cape piece. I'm gonna move that off to the side. He does come with a crossed arms piece, and this is actually surprisingly easy and convenient to kind of take on and off his arms compared to the Beast Gohan, which I looked at a few videos back, which is surprising because this one actually released before the Beast Gohan, so I don't know why they actually kind of regressed in their engineering. So yeah, very, very nice sculpting. He comes with a few faces here. We do have a tongue sticking out face, and I was actually wondering why the hell is this guy so dirty before I remembered he's supposed to eat the fruit from the Tree of Might and become a god. So there is a fruit eating face. We have a teeth gritting face, and we have a screaming face. Now all of these faces do have only the right ear, no left ear. This is a peg, obviously, for the scouter, which can come off and just replace on every single one of these faces. So there is that. In terms of hands, here we have two kind of relaxed gripping hands. Here we have kind of two relaxed, more open hands. And here we have the same kind of hands as before, but now there is a big peg hole in each of them, and that is of course for the effect parts. And finally, in terms of hands, here is a left hand only holding the fruit from the Tree of Might, and which he will be eating and becoming a god. And finally, in terms of accessories, he actually comes with an effect part, and that is of course his signature move. I did look this up. This is known as the Kill Driver, and it's actually nice painted metallic gold ring with metallic silver kind of electricity sparking out. There is a peg hole in the back, and it comes with two of these little clear beams, one which is an completely straight one, which you just peg right into the back hole here, and the other one is a slight curved piece, which is again same thing, just plug in there, and that way you can kind of have his hands either straight ahead or more out to the side. So that is it for accessories. Now for some quick comparisons. Here we have Turles next to his clone, and that is of course being Goku. I just want to bring them close so you can take a quick look. Now of course Turles is more of a recent figure, and this Goku has been a few years now, so we can definitely see way more detailing for Turles' hair compared to Goku. So you can probably see the hair is very, very similar. Turles just has two of these spikes coming back of his head, whereas Goku does not have that. And the face, of course, I just took him out of the packaging again. He has the stock face on, which is a happy face, and Turles is, you could say he's happy too. And of course, you can just see Turles is much more muscular and much more beefier in terms of Goku, and darker as well. And here we have Vegeta, another armored Saiyan. And finally, for a more recent comparison, here we have Ultimate Gohan. And you can see these guys are fairly similar, Vegeta being a little shorter. Of course, his hair is a little bit taller. So that's it for comparison. So, final thoughts on Figuarts Turles. I think this is an absolutely amazing figure. The sculpting, the articulation, just how the overall this figure handles is very, very nice. He doesn't feel cheap, he doesn't feel fragile, he just feels good in your hands. Detailing is very good. The amount of accessories that you get for this guy is pretty good as well. I really do appreciate this cape piece, especially when you're posing him on the shelf and you're not having him in any battle poses. It really looks nice with this cape on, and just the overall price is pretty good as well. And yeah, if you do like this guy, if you do like Turles from the Tree of Might, definitely go track this guy down, because I'm pretty sure he is going to be very hard to find later on. And unlike what my buddy told me, I'm pretty sure there will not be a reissue for this guy. So if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to let me know by hitting that thumbs up button. And until next time, guys, take care, Merry Christmas, and bye.